Good morning, students. Today we'll start with the next topic in the plus one bio, that is effect of substrate concentration. Right now, what is the effect of substrate concentration? Means अगर आप substrate की amount बढ़ाओगे तो क्या होगा? Right now, if we increase the substrate, if we increase the substrate concentration, the velocity of the enzyme catalyzed reaction also increases, right beta? Now but reaction reaches a maximum velocity, लेकिन एक ऐसी situation आएगी when it is at the maximum velocity. Now after that, clear, after that it will not exceed, उसके बाद if you go on increasing the concentration, it will not affect on the velocity of the sorry beta, it will not affect on the velocity, clear, of the reaction. Now this is because all the active sites of the enzyme are occupied, clear, whatever the active sites of the enzymes, on all active sites substrates get attached. That is now the concentration of the substrate at which half the maximum velocity of the enzyme reaction is attained, clear, when it becomes almost half, we call it Km value or the Maclaurin constant. We have already done it, beta, clear. Now this is the graph shown, right, where a half velocity is shown, maximum velocity, you can see the lines, and the half of the maximum velocity, clear. So this velocity at which concentration you will get it, what we call it, Maclaurin's constant, right beta? Now the next point is cofactors, clear. Now what are cofactors? Basically enzymes may be simple enzymes made up of one or several polypeptide chains only. आपको पता है enzymes क्या हैं बेटा? These are the proteins. So enzymes can be simple or maybe complex enzymes. Now when an enzyme has a non-protein moiety along with the polypeptide chain, if it has something not made up of protein, it is called conjugate enzyme or hollow enzyme, right? Then what we call it, conjugate enzymes or holozymes. The protein moiety of a conjugate enzyme, right, is called apoenzyme. The non-protein moiety of the conjugate enzyme is called cofactors, clear. The moiety which is non-protein, not made up of protein, we call it cofactors, and the cofactors make the protein catalytically active, clear, and these cofactors helps to make the proteins catalytically active. Now there are three types of cofactors. If we just want to see, they are the prosthetic group, coenzyme, and metalloin, right? Now one by one we'll see what are these three types. The first one is prosthetic group. Now prosthetic group are the organic compounds which are tightly bound to the apoenzyme to make it catalytically active, right? For example, heme is the prosthetic group in enzyme peroxidases and catalyzes and forms part of the active site of the enzyme. Now catalyzes break down hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen, clear. So this is an example of prosthetic group. Now if we see the coenzyme, coenzymes are also organic compounds but are bound to the apoenzyme only during the course of catalysis, right? Now these are also the you can say organic compounds but are bound to the apoenzyme only during the course of catalysis. When they have to do the process, catalyze the things, only then they will attach to them. Now their association with the apoenzyme is only transient or loose, means it is not tightly packed, it is loose and it can be immediately get separated, right? Now the coenzymes serve as cofactors in a number of various enzyme catalyzed reactions, clear. The essential components of many coenzymes are vitamins, for example nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, जिसको आप NAD भी बोलते हैं बेटा, and nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate contains vitamin and niacin. Clear? Now, next, metal ions. Now, many enzymes require for their activity certain metal ions which form coordination bonds with side chain at the active site, as well as one or more coordination bonds with the substrate. Clear? Again, I repeat, many enzymes require for their activity certain metal ions, means without metal ions, they are not active. So, they need some ions. Now, which form coordination bonds with the side chains, right? At the active site, as well as one or more coordination bonds with the substrate. Now, if we just see the example, zinc is a cofactor of carbonic anhydrase and carboxypeptidase. So, this is all about the enzymes. Now, with this beta, your chapter is over, that is biomolecules. Clear? Now, second week of the September, you are having the exam, so please be ready for that. And thanks, beta.